everyone. I am Dr. Veena Hada and I'm very much happy to tell you that we are at JU campus. It means Jigyasa University campus. In today's interview in JU Talks, we have a very important person. He is indeed in people, he is indeed in legacy, and he is none other than he is a Vice Chancellor of Jigyasa University. He is our Dr. Shankar Ramamoorthy. I would like to start because you are a very good leadership quality and you have different vision as a democratic leadership point of view. So what is the thing behind that? What do you think? What is leadership?
Okay, so this is something, good morning. First of all, thank you, Dr. Veena, for giving me this opportunity. I think when we talk about leadership, I think the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, uh, are you bold? Are you fearless? And are you able to put your point across and do things and make your things better around you? I think as a leader, we all have a very important work to do. And there's a very big difference between a manager and a leader. We all are managers and we make our students managers. But at the end of the day, a manager has to make sure that he's always with constraints. A manager is told to do a job with less men, less money, less material, less market, less motivation, and he has to deliver more. But a leader is somebody who is courageous, who makes sure that he can overcome the constraints and still deliver.
Exactly.
And when he's able to overcome the constraint, he develops a lot of entrepreneurship. So when you talk about democratic leadership, which you just talked now, I think this is what I've been practicing for almost like 3 decades now. In democratic leadership, what happens is you are creating a participative decision making.
Correct.
When everyone has a role to play and they are able to participate and take decisions daily. Correct. And they are able to give their inputs. Mm-hmm. And when you are creating an administration where everybody is co-creating, that is a wonderful experience.
Exactly. I'm very much agree because you're working like a lighthouse. You are giving the way, direction,
Right.
in everything, and the ships are coming towards you.
Yeah.
Yes. And leadership is like they are giving the encouragement, they are giving the output, and of course with the huge thanks with the coordination of the group work is very important.
Absolutely.
I'm really agree. So my next question would like to tell you, sir, that the name change of the university from last year to this year, what do you think about it? Why it has been changed? Himgiri Z University, it's Jigyasa University. Is there any transformation that you find it out? And being a new vice chancellor of university, what do you think about that?
Very good question. In fact, we are part of a very big conglomerate, the SL group, and the promoters are from the Z group, Dr. Subhash Chandra. I think we have been here for almost like 2 decades now. But the name change which you're talking about just came into discussion because we wanted to create, we are a corporate group, that's for sure. We have that support, we have their bolstering support, and they are propping up whenever we need. But we always wanted to tell that we are going to create a new team of academic curiosity. Okay. Jigyasa as a term itself means, which we all know, is curiosity. Exactly. The ability to crave and look for something more out of the box.
Exactly. Jigyasa
means you are crazy. You're becoming crazy curious to know.
It's a kind of quest of knowledge.
It's a quest. It's a quest of knowledge where we are telling the students to establish a sense of inquiry. Inquiry and inquiry, both.
So in my point of view, being a journalist and being a journalism graduate and faculty, I would like to know what is the thought behind that? What do you think about in the new era of education? The name change is, of course, the innovation and the creativity and multidisciplinary activities you are going to incorporate. So how you are inculcate in this? What would be the USP in your point of view as a being a leader to the Jigyasa University? What is your thought
Yeah, yeah.
behind that?
My thought is very clear. I think I'm the advocate of the new education policy,
Good.
NEP 2020. And when we did this NEP 2020, we wanted to create a holistic student. I use the word TQP,
Yes,
total
sir.
quality person. That means today we are training them for engineers, managers. We have the School of Pharmacy, we're creating pharmacists. We have School of Legal Studies, we are creating lawyers, advocates. We're creating media journalism,
Thank you.
journalists, the one which you look after, ma'am. So we are also creating School of Science and Technology. So when we are creating multi-purpose skills and skill trajectory, we always knew that when you have to go and do a job, the technical skills will not only be there all along. You
Okay.
need to develop a set of soft skills.
Okay.
You need to know how to work with teams. You need to know how to work with senior people. You need to know how to work with peers. You need to have a lot of group cohesiveness, group dynamics, interpersonal skills. You should know how to do conflict management. You should know how to build a sense of camaraderie. So these type of skills I'm going to impart in Jigyasa. I'm going to make sure that my engineer or my manager who passes out gets a curious recipe of all the skills,
Okay.
because this is exactly what the industry needs.
Exactly.
And
I
yeah,
think your approach is a sustainable development of the
exactly.
student. So what you are looking forward as an advocate of NEP, so what exactly new curriculum that you are imparting to the entire university in academics and non-academics point of view? Tell me, sir.
Perfect, perfect. In fact, today somebody was talking to me in the morning that we are doing a lot of training for our faculty.
Exactly.
What about for the non-teaching staff? So my personal assistant was struggling to draft something in English,
Hmm.
my peon. So I said, why don't you learn English? He said, I have not studied. I said, why don't you take some course? So I think the in Jigyasa, what we are trying to do is we are trying to elevate everybody to learn everything which is important in the job market.
Exactly.
So what I did was I went to I've been in industry for a long time. So I've seen the job descriptions, the
Hmm.
type of jobs in IT, non-IT, manufacturing,
Hmm.
production. I know exactly the skill inventory which the companies need.
Exactly.
So if I've done that research, I got all the skill inventory. Then I said, if these are the skills my students have to really learn, then I have to do something called STD. Skill,
Correct.
skill, that's the beginning point. Then the second important thing is train that skill.
Yes, sir.
And then when you train that skill, you have to know the domain.
Okay.
So there are 8 domains. We have
Okay.
agriculture, we have pharmacy, we have legal, we have marketing, SBS, the business studies, we have media
Exactly.
journalism and mass communication, and science and technology. So the domain skills are first taken out and then mapped to
Okay.
courses or teaching skills. So if I'm able to get this whole three boxes right,
Yes, sir.
the skill box,
Hmm.
the training box, and the domain box,
Of
then the
course.
job is done.
It,
So this
in
is exactly what we are trying to do.
Exactly. So I think, from your point of view, you are IIT Delhi MTech and PhD from IIT. So you have that mind set up and trend to skill the students, and that's the
Absolutely,
demand of
absolutely,
NEP,
absolutely.
and that's really remarkable for all of the students, and it will be imparting a higher education. It is a kind of quality education that you are going to enhance,
Exactly.
right? Along with that, what are the curriculum activities, that extra curriculum things that you are going to impart in future? What is your USP for the new student? Because NEP is also talking about skills and the overall sustainable development. So what are the things that you are looking forward for the higher education? What kind of the activities that you are thinking of for the students?
My only submission is teaching has to become a lot of fun. That's why I'm a proponent of micro teaching.
Good.
I've always been telling in a 50 minutes or in a 1 hour class, you cannot keep the student, totally clogged with a
Mhm.
set of theory.
Mhm.
It can't be pedagogy anymore. It has to be andragogy. When I say andragogy, the teaching has to be in small bites. I call it as bite-sized learning.
Yes, sir.
So that means you are not trying to do too much in that 50 to 1 hour. You're just trying to teach small things, and then you're trying to tell people to think about it. So like a think, pair, share. You take a concept, you give some thinking time, and then you tell that student to pair with another student, and then concretize that thought,
Correct.
and then broadcast it, that is share it to the other
Exactly.
student, to other set of students.
Mhm.
That means the class becomes very interactive,
Yes, sir.
the learning becomes active, no passive learners, no backbenchers, everyone is participating, and everyone is getting involved in these new ways of micro teaching.
Exactly.
So micro
Yes, sir.
teaching, Dr. Veena, I feel is the best way forward for at least the Gen
Gen
Z,
Z. Yes.
Gen Alpha, as they say now,
Yes. Yes.
because gone are the days of baby boomers, Gen X and Gen Y.
Yes, sir.
So Gen Z, Alpha, Beta, the young people have an attention deficit disorder.
Exactly.
The students decide to listen to a faculty in the first 5 minutes. And if
Correct.
the faculty has not delivered his elevator pitch in the first 5 minutes, the
Okay.
students just are sitting for attendance.
I'm very much
Yeah,
delighted to tell you, I'm really agree about micro teaching and the development of the skill from the students and the
right.
faculty and all. So tell me something about the university, how university is different from the other university.
We did a lot of, revamp in the syllabus,
Mm.
whether it's computer science, whether it's science and technology, management. We went to the market, we saw what are the courses which are very active in the market. We tried reflecting that in our curriculum. We are trying to, position our offerings. We know our segment, know our market. I know we are also surrounded by many universities in the same geography. But I think what I would be focusing on is good teaching learning,
Yes, sir.
honest teaching learning, good sense of faculty hiring, making sure that the faculty is the best whom we hire, and that's going to be our very clear imperative. And the most important thing, Dr. Veena, is we are going to create a model where students are getting not only the knowledge, K, and the skills, yes, which every universities give, but we are going to up the ante in the attitude part.
Exactly.
KSA.
Yes.
KISA, knowledge, intellect, skills, and attitude. So, Kissa Kursi ka, KISA. So, KISA, knowledge, intellect, skills, the last A, attitude. We are going to create a lot of EQ in our students.
Okay.
We are not worried about IQ. Today you
Okay.
have the YouTubes, the Googles, and you don't even need a teacher today. You are almost, you on a press of a button with
Mhm.
chat GPTs and all, you have data everywhere.
Mhm.
But I doubt whether our students have the right attitudes
Mhm.
and soft skill to be competitive enough to be in the workplace, because I know, been in the industry for long, that it is the attitude which will stand with you in good stead for a
Mhm.
long period of time.
Of
So my
course.
focus will be on good human beings who understands a curious combination of head, heart, and hand. They know where to use the heart, they
Yes.
know where to use their head, and they know where to use their hand. If I'm able to create that good combination, I think my job is done.
What message you are going to give to the parents and students for upcoming students who are inspiring for the taking admission in
Admission.
different courses?
Absolutely. So I think my only message to the parents and students is come to our campus. It's a lush green 56-acre campus, and you can look at our facilities. You can look at our offerings, what type of products we have. You can talk to our counselors. And if you are getting that confidence and trust that this is the place, and I rest assured you will get that. This is a place where I want to study for 3 years or 4 years. I think you should sign